Welcome to the Style Sports Hub, presented by UF Health Medical Group Orthopaedics.
Hey everybody, welcome to the SportsHub Podcast presented by UF Health Medical Group Orthopaedics, Plaza Lincoln, and Plaza Cadillac. I'm your host, Kyle Coppola. We are on today with Tavares High School student athletes, Melvyn McIntyre and Carter Giffing. Thank you guys for joining us on the program today. You guys are coming off of a fantastic season on the track and field scene. Tell us a little bit about the season. I know, Melvyn, you had a fantastic year. You're one of the top-rated sophomores in the class of 3A. Tell us a little bit about your season.
I feel like this season was a really statement season for me. I had something to prove coming into this season. I worked really hard with Carter. Obviously, we worked day and night, and I feel like I really put my foot down and made my mark.
Yeah, you definitely did. You're a sophomore. You have so much to look forward to the next 2 years as well. We're excited to watch you grow, as well as Carter. Carter, you were a senior. You actually just graduated from Tavares High School, so congratulations on that. You also had a very good year in not only on the sports side but the academic side as well. We'll get into that in a little bit. But what's it been like competing with this guy the last couple of years?
Man, Melvyn just keeps me on line. I just try to be an influence to him. This year, I knew I wasn't really going to try to go to college for it, but I try to make my mark known, in the school at least, to where my work ethic can be seen from others younger than me, just so that they can keep working and get better as a person.
Yeah, your work ethic is fantastic. We've seen it the last couple of years here at Tavares High School, but not just on the field and the track things that you do, but especially off the field, the academic work that you did. You actually graduated recently as the class valedictorian, which is fantastic. So congratulations for that. But what goes into your academics? I mean, you're such a smart kid. You're going to UF, I believe, as well. You could talk a little bit about that. But what makes you such a good student?
My parents, from a young age, they were always there, always present, always active in my childhood and everything. So, and having them really just push me forward and be the best I can be in school and out of school really just helped. And my sister, she was the salutatorian. And, as a sibling rivalry, you always have to one-up them. So I just had to be valedictorian.
So how did you guys, like me, I think you guys met in the 7th grade and you kind of started working out together. How did that transpire?
I met Carter my first year track and field, 7th grade, like you said. He actually taught me. I was gonna quit, but he actually talked me back into it. And we just work off each other because we're both competitive. We're really both competitive athletes, and we love to see each other grow. And seeing that makes us want to grow better as a person and in our relationship. So, knuckle, and you want to be better. Whoever wins. But also you want to learn at the same time.
How'd you get into throwing? Because there's a lot of different aspects from track and field. How'd you get into throwing? And you're actually excelling in discus right now, which is one of the most technically challenging throws in track and field. How did you get into that?
It's a funny story. I was failing ELA class, and Mr. Von Maxey was my ELA teacher. And he said I had some size, so he said if I joined track, it would make me more like focused in ELA. It would make me want to do better, bring my GPA up. And it did, and I got really good. And I wanted to quit, but then he told me just do one more meet, and it was a district championship, and I broke the school record and qualified for state that championship, and I just never looked back ever since.
Yeah, that was so impressive last year, especially as a freshman going out there and doing that. And then, of course, this year, too, sophomore, developing further. I think you're throwing about 48 meters right now, which is fantastic for a freshman. Nearly made the state championships as well. Boy, that was a stacked crew in Class 3A. Included Charlie Perkins, one of the top sophomores from Niceville High. He was throwing 55 meters this year. Kaysen Scott, freshman from Lincoln High. David Fuentes as well from Fleming Island. He's a sophomore. Guys that you're going to be competing with the next couple of years. So that's kind of exciting as well to go against guys like that.
Yeah, it's really fun. If I'm not the best, I want to learn, and I love competing against those guys.
Yeah, for sure. And Carter, you've competed the last couple of years for track and field, and coming into your senior year now, a graduate. You've got some great things to look forward to. What are your plans for the future?
So in the fall, I plan on attending UF for aerospace engineering. After that, it's not really set in stone, but I want to go into the Air Force. And if not that, then go into some military contracting, just the usual.
Yeah, he's just an exciting guy, an exciting future for you as well. What kind of got you into the aerospace?
I honestly don't know. I look up in the sky, I see a plane, it's like, how does that thing fly? And that's where my love for it came from,
Yeah, and we've got a couple of students going to Embry-Riddle. I mean, there's so many different paths that you can take for the aerospace industry here in the state of Florida. So very exciting what's going on there. We'll talk a little bit more about your valedictorian duties at Tavares High School too, because that was super exciting. I was very thrilled when I heard that you came in here. We're going to take a short break here on the Sports Zone. When we come back, we'll have more with Tavares track athletes.
Is pain or restricted range of motion keeping you on the sidelines? Get back in the game with expert orthopedic care from UF Health Medical Group Orthopaedics. UF Health Medical Group Orthopaedics provides robotic-assisted surgical joint repairs and replacements, post-operative care, and inpatient rehabilitation services, all close to home, right here in Lake and Sumter counties. And for those unexpected injuries, UF Health Medical Group Orthopaedics offers convenient walk-in and same-day appointments. To learn more or to schedule an appointment with one of their specialists, call 352-323-5665.
Hey everybody, we're back here on the Sports Hub talking with Melvyn McIntyre and Carter Giffing. I want to thank you guys for coming on to the program, learning a little bit about what you guys are doing. Carter, of course, you're going to UF studying some aeronautical engineering, and that's going to be super exciting for you. And Melvyn, you're going to be going into your junior year for the track and field season. You were so impressive this season. You were winning all over the place, regional competitions around Lake County and Sumter, all around Central Florida. How did you kind of develop into the discus player or thrower that you are? I mean, you have been just fantastic, eating up the competition.
I really saw my potential in 7th grade and 8th grade, and I just found the love for it. I have a twin brother. So we always just want to be better than one another. Mm-hmm. And so he pushed me to be better every day as well as Carter. Mm-hmm. And I grew better as a person in discus, meeting Carter in it. And yeah, it's just amazing just to be there and compete with the best of the best people.
You mentioned the twins. We had the Bentley twins on recently. They are fantastic football players. They're fantastic athletes here. What's it like to have a twin brother and kind of that dynamic?
Having them on the team?
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, just competing with them too, and their energy is just insane. I love it. And Ari has so much potential in the discus and everything. Both of them do have in everything. And they're just like me. They love to compete and they love to just have fun, and they truly love the sport. And so, yeah, it's a good thing to be around. It's great energy.
Well, you're not just a great athlete, you're also a businessman right now. Young entrepreneur. You actually have your own business right now. Tell us a little bit about that.
That business is Melvyn with the Cam. I'm a photographer and videographer. I've been doing this since freshman year of high school. I've started just locally, and then I grew out to most of Central Florida. It's pretty famous on Instagram right now. I have this saying, a little saying, "No need to fear, Melvyn with the Cam is here." So yeah, it's pretty fun, and it's just a good community that I've built, and yeah, it's just a little character that's amazing, and people love it. So.
Yeah, you talk about social media and how important that is for young guys nowadays. You've built your social media and Instagram followers to over 2,500 followers. It's really cool seeing that kind of take off and your career take off as far as a photographer. What makes you so good at social media too? Because I know it's so important to be involved with social media these days. What have you been able to key on to kind of grow so quickly?
I love expressing myself, also following a trend. So people I like, and what people love, I love. Mm-hmm. So I'm not really scared to hide myself. I just, if you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't.
And obviously you like each other. You were able to become buddies in the 7th grade, and that continued all the way through to senior year. You guys still work out together, which is fantastic. Carter, for yourself, when you see a young guy like this, a sophomore coming up through the ranks, how does that make you feel when you hear what he says about you?
Man, it's just awesome. you know, he's not just a good athlete, he's a good person. You know, he's always caring. He always puts God first. And it's a person you always need in your life. Someone that's always in your corner. And it's just so refreshing to know that there is somebody like that in the world. And he happens to be my friend and my teammate. I'm just so happy for him.
It's great, and you guys competed for Tavares High School. Long history with Tavares High School track and field athletes. You mentioned the Von Maxies as well. Coming up through the program, what was it like to learn under the Von Maxies? Because they have developed so much talent, not just in the area, but think about Cheyenne Thomas, what she's doing for Tavares High School. Very impressive in the 800 meters as well as the 1,500 meter runner, cross country runner. Talk a little bit about the Von Maxies and what they've meant to you.
They've just been my mentor from ever since middle school. They've always been like a second family. They're just always there. They're children too. They're also stellar athletes. Like Alex made it to the States in pole vault, but they're just good people. And to have them as coaches and to have them close as friends, it's just so awesome. And what they're doing at the middle school is unbelievable, unprecedented. They had the best middle school team in the state, basically. And they have a good reputation, and it's only going to get better.
And they're doing that as a public school as well, which I think is very impressive because you have a lot of the programs, and they're private institutions, but you as a public school as well, Tavares High School, what you guys are doing is very impressive. The football team's impressive. The basketball team had the best season, I think, in potentially 20 years this year, which was fantastic. There's a lot to be excited about with Tavares High School. What excites you most, Melvyn, about the future for Tavares High School?
What excites me the most is our school's potential and my potential, what I'm going to bring and how I'm going to represent the Big T.
Yeah, definitely. And you have so many good memories as well. What's some of your favorite memories that you've had at Tavares High School, Carter?
So this year, actually, it was at Bishop Moore. This is just a track meet, but it was Melvin's last throw, and it was pitch black, and there was only one light. And I got behind the light, so it was like he was just lighting up the whole world, kind of. And everybody was clapping, and he threw it, and he hit a PR, and he finally broke 40. And I was like, man, this kid's got potential. But his energy after that, man, it was just so awesome to see. And that was definitely one of my favorite memories.
What was that like to finally break through 40 meters? Because that's a heck of a goal. I mean, I'm not saying that a lot of guys in this area are not throwing over 40 meters, but for you to get there as a sophomore, I mean, that's pretty impressive.
It just felt really good to show that all the work paid off, and that I had someone in my corner to just be there and see and be as excited as I was, even more. Mm-hmm. And so it just felt really good.
So as a valedictorian, I gotta move back to this subject as well. As a valedictorian, you didn't get to speak at Tavares High School because they don't really do that. But I want to know, what would you have said to your classmates if you were standing up there in front of the entire school? You have the microphone. You're looking at everybody. You kind of do right now. What is your advice to them? What would you have said?
I would have first said, all glory to God. And I would have told them a verse, Ecclesiastes 11:4. A farmer who waits for the perfect weather never plants, and a farmer who watches every cloud never harvests. And I would just tell them that no matter what life throws at you, you always have to keep moving forward, because nothing is going to happen in the perfect conditions. And wherever you're going in life, whether it's college or trade school or just in the job force, that you always got to look towards God, because he will be there 100% of the time. What
does that mean to hear that from Carter?
It means everything. Carter has strengthened my faith through these first 2 years, freshman and sophomore year. I forgot. He told me this freshman year. I just remembered. He said, God can't take the wheel if your foot is on the brake. So, meaning that if you're praying to God and you want him to take control of your life, but you're not doing anything, it's not going to work. You need to have faith. So he's strengthened my faith a lot, and all my success is not with me, it's through God.
Where does your faith come from, Carter?
My family, really. I wouldn't say from a kid, but a couple years ago we started going to church more and just deepening our faith. And having friends around me that are strong in their faith just helps solidify myself in my faith and helps strengthen my faith. And it's just like a chain reaction, kind of, where if you're around people, you're going to be more like those people. And it's like to center yourself with those people.
What's your best piece of advice that you've ever gotten? Because there's so many things that happen in life. I mean, whether it's through the Bible or through somebody that may have inspired you. What is the best piece of advice somebody's given you as you transition to college?
Something my dad always told me since I was a kid was stay in your frame, because there's gonna be people who get under your skin, and basically stay in your frame just means just to stay true to yourself. Don't try to react to it. Just be yourself and just stay calm. And that's just always been with me, and it'll always stay with me forever.
Melvyn, you're just a sophomore, but you hear something like that. Do you have a piece of advice that somebody has given you that has helped you in your career so far as you head into your junior year?
Always finish. So finish what you started. So my mom told me that all the time. So say you want to start something new and you don't start like it, you got to finish. You got to push through no matter what. You got to push through adversity. Like I said, I wanted to quit, but Coach Von Maxey and his wife told me you got to push through. You started this, you can't just leave your teammates, and you never leave a person behind. And
you didn't, and you ended up excelling. Now you're kind of a leader on the team. You're going to be a junior. You're one of the top throwers in the region. What was that like going from, hey, I'm going to quit? If you quit, we never would have seen how great you were. And now you're one of the best in the area. What has that been like coming back, getting out of that thought process, and then now excelling?
It shows that it is possible to do what you put your mind to. And I just want to represent the Big T and just be a good role model like Carter was to me my freshman year. And whoever's coming in, because I know Red Sea has a really great program. Mm-hmm. They really make people great and their potential. And whoever's coming in, just want to give them their full potential and make them feel wanted.
Yeah, you mentioned Red Sea. That's separate from actually Tavares Middle School. Red Sea, they're kind of a club version, and they recently sent like 30-something kids, I think, somewhere. They've been breaking records all over the place. Cheyenne Thomas is one of those that came out of the Red Sea, just having massive success, and a lot of other people have come through and have had a lot of success out of the Red Sea program. So we've enjoyed watching that. We've enjoyed watching you guys as well this season. You guys had a great year. We're going to take one final break here on the Sports Hub. When we come back, we'll wrap things up next.
Plaza Cadillac in Leesburg invites you to experience our most iconic lineup ever.
Lisa Lyric, the best-selling luxury EV in the U.S. for only $429 per month. Or choose APR as low as 4.4% and savings of $2,000 on our 3-row XT6 or remaining 24 XT5s.
Because at Plaza Cadillac, our drive to be the best starts with you.
Highway 441 across from the Leesburg Airport.
Hey everybody, we are back here on the Sports Hub. Thanks for joining us on with Tavares High School's Melvyn McIntyre and Carter Giffing. I want to thank you guys for coming on to the program. We've had a lot of fun learning about you guys. And Carter, so excited for you going to UF, joining the university up there, University of Florida, and what you're going to be doing up there in the aerospace industry is super exciting. We're super excited for you. What are you most looking forward to going to UF?
Just the top-notch education. I mean, they're a public Ivy League school now, and I hope or I expect the education to follow that. But besides that, definitely the sporting events. Yeah. UF is an everything school, and so I'll probably be going to most of those games. Yeah,
coming off of a NCAA championship, the basketball team, the football team, of course, rebuilding and doing some fun things. I love the football team up there. Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, so much fun up there to attend games. And for the future for you as well, Melvyn, it looks very bright, obviously, coming into your junior year. You've had a successful last couple of years at Tavares High School. What are your goals for the upcoming 25 and 26 season?
I plan on excelling, upping my game. I plan on throwing 50-plus meters.
Yeah.
And I just plan on being a great leader for the team.
Think about this, too, because Charlie Perkins, not that you're going to be, with Charlie Perkins, but you would hope to be with Charlie Perkins. Last year, he was throwing 55 meters at Niceville High. And Niceville High ended up moving up into 3A. So you had a lot of competition last year to compete with the Niceville High School guys. When you look at Charlie Perkins and the way that he throws, because I've seen the way he throws, it's absolutely incredible what he's able to do. What most excites you about going up against him next year?
I think he's a great player. I think he's really committed to his craft. And I hope to learn. I'm gonna get some training with him this summer.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be competing with him soon.
Yeah, it's really exciting what you guys got going on. And for Carter, your advice to students is so amazing. What you've been able to do the last couple of years at Tavares High School, not just on the field, we talked about it earlier, but off of the field, in the classroom, has been so impressive. What was your final GPA, if you don't mind me asking?
I think it was like 5.36 or something.
Wow.
Somewhere around there.
That's incredible. And obviously, I would imagine you were dual enrolled, and no dual enrollment.
I was not dual enrolled.
With a 5.36 GPA.
Yes, sir. All
That is
AP
incredible.
classes.
All AP classes. That's the benchmark right there, folks. 5.36 GPA. Did you ever get like a B or a C in your life?
I got 1 B in 4th grade, and then again in the 9 weeks. But besides that, it was all A's.
Wow. What does that do for you, huh?
Kind of belittles me a little bit. I ain't gonna lie, I'm just playing. No, it just pushed me to be better. And, he's helped me with my classes as well. So he's just a great leader.
Yeah, a very good leader, and we appreciate everything you brought to, the Lake County community and Tavares the last couple of years, and we can't wait to see what you do in the aerospace field. So very exciting for you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Melvyn, we can't wait for next year as well. You're going to have a lot of eyes on you next year. Looking forward to what you guys are able to do on the throwing side of things as well. You're not just a discus thrower either. You do javelin, you do shot put as well. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. How is that going? Why one sport over the other? I have to ask, because at discus, you're so good at discus, but you're also a pretty good shot put thrower.
Shot put is also starting to become my new favorite as I've gotten better and stronger. Javelin has gotten down there. I just love competing with Carter. But it's been paying a big toll on my back for discus and everything, so I decided to put that down for a little bit and just focus on the discus and shot. But ever since I've been excelling in discus since middle school, so I just picked that one and I was like, because you want to work on one thing at a time.
Yeah.
So yeah, discus was the thing I chose.
Well, you got a lot to look forward to in the 25 and 26 seasons. I want to thank you guys for coming on to our show and letting us learn a little bit about you guys, and we can't wait to see what you guys do in the next year or two.
Of course. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. That's going to wrap things up for this edition of the Sports Hub. I want to thank our partners, UF Health Medical Group, Orthopaedics, Plaza Lincoln, and Plaza Cadillac. We'll see you on the next edition next week.
This has been the Style Sports Hub, presented by UF Health Medical Group Orthopaedics.